All right.
Hey, I'm Tim Mitchell.
I'm Tay Johnson.
You know,
We are going to let you know some things about TC. First of all, get your act together. No, I'm just kidding. This is a big step from high school. So in college, you do want to, like they said before, make sure that you find some friends. There is a lot of group work. But most of all, more than anything, just make sure you show up to class. I know a lot of people talk about skipping class in college, but really if you just show up and you are just here and you participate with group members in class or in-class discussions, your teachers are going to be there to really try to help you. So most of all, just make sure that you stay content and you stay persistent to try to stay on top of your homework, and you'll do just fine. What do you got to say, Tim?
As I mentioned earlier, just don't stress out. As soon as you start stressing out, everything becomes 1,000 times harder. This is a serious thing. Like he said, next step after high school, going to college, or even possibly coming back in after a long break. But don't stress. The more you stress, the harder things are. Stay on top of your homework. This is serious business, but don't take it too seriously. Try to have a little fun. The more fun you have, the easier it is.
Look at me. I look like a lot of fun, don't I? Tattoos, hat backwards, just talking loud, having fun. But guess what? I'm still graduating on honors. So it's you can still be yourself, have all the fun you want. And guess what? Party. You're in college. Have a little fun. But make sure you stay on top of everything. And like they said, most importantly, stressing out is going to kill you. There's no reason to get too over-exaggerated about things that aren't really that overzealous. Just act normal. Just sit down. Man, if you smoke a cigarette, have a cig. If you need 10 seconds, take 10 seconds, take 15, and we'll give you 20. Just take your time and have fun, and you'll enjoy college and like the experience. Thank you. Peace!
Sullivan, business management degree. Couple things to talk about to let you know how your semester and all your schoolwork's going to go. A lot of group work. So you need to make sure, first day, probably try and get some friends that will want to work with you all semester, because it's a lot of group work. Hardest thing about the group work is trying to get your schedules in sync and try and find time to work on everything together. Some of the projects are a little bit harder, but if you can find a way to divvy up all the tasks, it makes it really easy. Don't stress out about it. I did that with our business plan this semester for Capstone. We ended up doing just fine. That's pretty much all I got.
You procrastinate, then you stress. And that's when you find yourself in the hole. Especially when it comes to team efforts. Because if you don't do your half of the work, then you kind of let your team down, and that's just, it's not right.
Yeah, you don't want to be that person. You probably get mugged then.